Let's welcome in three-time champion, three-time All-Star, Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green. And we saw it, the Celtics down 0-2 to the Miami Heat. And you heard the noise. Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, other Celtics yelling in the locker room is the report. And they had a meeting after that and then a closed practice. What do you make of this? Big deal or not a big deal?
I think it's a situation where someone was probably near their locker room and heard yelling. I think, when things happen in the locker room, they should stay in the locker room. We play a very high emotional sport, and it's playoff basketball. You're going to give everything you got. Everybody want to win. Tempers flare. They've had their meetings. I think it's great that they had their practice closed, and they'll move forward with their next game tomorrow.
When you saw what happened on the court when they went into zone, Miami went to the zone, and then the Celtics only scored 41 points in that second half, do you see any adjustments that they can make offensively to score?
I think they really got to attack the zone. The ball is swinging around the perimeter a lot, and I think there's a couple times where guys could take shots, but they're making an extra pass, but no one's attacking those gaps. So if they want to beat the zone, you got to be able to knock the shot down, but you also got to get some penetration into the gaps of the zone as well.
A guy who penetrates the defense all the time, Giannis, first player to win Most Improved Player, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, just the third player to win Defensive Player of the Year, MVP in the same season. But here he is. We get to the conference finals. He's at home watching. And there seems to be a backlash like, oh, that guy doesn't deserve the MVP because he's not playing still now. Do you think, one, Giannis deserves the MVP, two, that he's the best player in the NBA currently?
I think he definitely deserves the MVP. He's the best player on the best team, and he dominated the whole league pretty much every single night. So I think he definitely deserved the MVP. I think, you could also make an argument that LeBron deserved it as well. But then at that rate, you had 1 and 2. And so, get a guy what he deserves. Everybody's going to make a big deal when he's at home and not in the conference finals. That's always going to happen. But the reality is it's a regular season award. And, he was the best player in the regular season. As far as him being the best player in the NBA, he's won the MVP the last 2 years. There's a ton of other arguments you can make on whether if he's the best player because he hasn't gotten his team over the hump. We all can make arguments, but nonetheless, he's been the best player in the NBA these last 2 seasons, and that's why he's taking the MVP award home.
Wait, I can't let you just do that. You said we all make arguments. Who do you think's the best player in the league right now?
If I had to pick the best player in the league right now, I'm going to pick LeBron James. I don't think there's anyone that's made a case to be able to control a game or, an entire pace of a game throughout an entire season the way LeBron has. I think, when you look at the NBA overall, James has had some better years than LeBron. Steph has had better years. KD, a lot of guys have had better years, but when you're talking the overall best player, I don't think anyone has removed him from that yet.
And we get to see him tonight at 9 o'clock, Lakers Nuggets Game 1. Who do you have winning that Game 1, and who do you have winning that series?
I got the Lakers winning Game 1. I think, the Nuggets, they'll have to adjust. They'll have to get used to that speed. LeBron has a lot of experience in the conference finals. They don't have much. So I think LeBron and the Lakers, AD and the Lakers, they take it home tonight. And, but the Nuggets, they will be able to make some adjustments. But I don't think tonight they'll be able to get it done.
And we're talking basketball here, but on the arena, you talk so much more than that. And I feel like the Saginaw comes out in that show. So tell us what we're going to see on TNT tonight on the arena.
We're coming back at it for the second go-around. We're talking social justice issues and, a lot of the issues that minorities face in America, and especially blacks face in America, and kind of bringing that conversation to the forefront, hitting on a few different topics and our thoughts and opinions on those topics and how we feel change can happen and, just really continuing to push this conversation forward that I think, we've been having pretty strongly since George Floyd's death and, just trying to continue to move the needle. Yeah, it's been a great show so far. So Master tweet out some of his piece on the show. The champion, Carrie, she's going to be on the show. The Hall of Famer, our guy Zeke, also on the show. New episode tonight at 7 on TNT. You definitely want to check out Draymond Green and the crew on that. The Joker,
put up 24, 16, and 6 against the Clippers, but he hasn't been doing that against the Lakers during the regular season. We'll continue to get you ready for Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals.